Hi guys, it's me, Saskia, and I'm back with another YouTube video. I said in my last one that I'd get more regular, and I'm pretty sure I failed at that, because I always think of something to film, and then I'll forget about it by the time it actually comes to filming. So I need to start writing things down, which I have done today. Now, this one is going to be about TV, film this time. I recently went and saw Shang-Chi. Whether I said that right or not is a different matter. But I went and saw that film. I am obsessed with Marvel. That's just a thing about me. So I'm a bit biased because even if a Marvel film is absolutely terrible to everybody else, I love it. However, this film I absolutely loved, and so did the rest of my family, so that implies that it was actually good. But I'm going to go through everything I loved about it, things that I didn't quite understand the point of or just didn't understand in general, and all that jazz. I don't know if it's going to have any spoilers. It probably will because I can't control what comes out of my mouth. So, spoiler warning right now, if you've not seen Shang-Chi yet, don't watch this. And the chances are you haven't because it came out in cinema in England like 3 days ago. I don't even know. But yeah. So, the first things first, I went and saw it in cinema at Cineworld in VIP. Now, if you've never been to a VIP showing, you should. It's amazing. And recently I found out that you can have a vegan menu if you call ahead. It's a set menu, so it's not the same as the buffet, but it was still really nice. A good pizza, and I got some orange chocolate tart thingies. They were gorgeous. I love that. So well done to Cineworld, because inclusivity. Did I say that right? I don't know. But straight to the film. So at first opening, there was a lot of I'm assuming it was Chinese. I'm not entirely sure what language it was. It probably was. But there was a different language to English, subtitles obviously, and I got a bit nervous because I was like, hang on, is the entire film going to be like this? But it wasn't. But I liked that because sometimes, even if it's a film based on an entirely foreign cast, to me, they'll still make everybody speak in English, and I just think, that's not really how it works. Or they'll do like where they'll go to a different country and they'll say like 3 sentences in that language and then it's back to English, which doesn't make sense. But, whenever it was between two, Asian characters, they spoke in whatever language they were from. And I thought that was amazing. Obviously, I have not really any say on how good the inclusivity was and the representation, because I am very, very white. That's like, I'm British and that's like it. So I can't really speak on that, but I've seen a lot of praise from, the Asian community about it, so I'm guessing it's good. But I really liked the way they did that, because that's what I normally don't like in films, where they like make all the actors speak English, even if the film and the setting would be in a different language, because it's like, people can read, make them read subtitles. It's not, unusual. But yeah, so opening first, that was amazing. Me and my dad, who is also obsessed with Marvel, that's kind of where I get it from, we had a bit of a discussion when the first trailer came out, because I had recognised the 10 rings from Iron Man, so I got confused. I was like, hang on a minute, that's an Iron Man, and they weren't like, you know, it was different. So I was saying that to my dad, and my dad was like, is it though? Which was proved right. Obviously it was a so this is where the spoiler comes in, but they did tell us that the 10 rings in Iron Man was a fake version of the actual 10 rings for this show, this film. So, you know, that I was happy that they clarified that, because I was getting so confused. I was like, hang on a minute, the 10 rings was in Iron Man, and I know that for sure because it's in like every fan fiction ever. But obviously that's not what this was set on. So I was like, ah, there we go, they clarified that. That made me happy. I do always love it when, you know, the films clarify things that people might be confused about. Obviously not everyone's confused about the same things, but I hate plot holes. And so far, I've not found any in Marvel. Whether there has been some and I've just not noticed, it's a different matter. But, you know, that's what I love. What else did I like? I mean, the story for starters was amazing. You know, it's just probably not well thought out, 'cause it's based on a comic, I assume. Is it? I can't remember. But so, you know, the story was good. It's like it was played out nicely. Normally I'm not a big fan of flashbacks because they confuse me, but you know, this was very obvious what was a flashback because the main character was younger. It wasn't like, hey, here's a flashback to his parents who look incredibly a lot like the main character. It was just young Shang-Chi, and that was that. So I liked the flashbacks, which is unusual for me, and something that my family pointed out, the sound effects. We all loved the sound effects, because, you know, normally in fights it's either just they put music over all of it so you can't actually hear them punching each other, or that's all you can hear and it's these really fake sounding punches. But I liked these sound effects because they had a bit of music, but then also the actual rings made awesome sounds. And you know, I don't really know what the fighting style is. My brother says it was, I don't know what he said, never mind, I can't remember, but it wasn't as like aggressive. I really loved watching these fight scenes because it's more fluid. You know, they were like, I'm not going to try and replicate it because that would be embarrassing. But you know, it was fluid and it didn't look as, well, it looked aggressive because it was aggressive, but it didn't look as forced and, you know, I don't know what the word is that I'm thinking of, but it was a lot better and I liked that. Shang-Chi's sister, I can't say the character's name for that, it would not work. I liked her, I don't even know what it's called. I really should have done research for this. But the rope wavy thing that had like a blade on the end, I loved that. I want one. Oh, and when they got to the hidden village thing, was it Timor? It might not have been said that way, but I think that's what it was. I loved all the animals. I am a big fan of mystical creatures. They are like my favourite thing in the world. And when I saw the foxes with the multiple tails, it was, my brother seems to think it was a 9-tailed fox, but he didn't have time to count. I think it was a kitsune fox. Could have been, you know, like half and half. But I was extremely happy when I saw that. I don't even know what you would what it was called, but or the name of the thing. My memory is rubbish. But the faceless, it kind of looked like a peacock slashed with a chicken slashed with a teddy bear. That thing. That was cute, although the no face did creep me out. So I don't want one of those, but it was cute. I do want one of the giant lions. I shouldn't because it was very deadly and terrifying, but I want one because they were also so cute. I have a problem with mystical creatures. I think everything's adorable. But yeah, I loved that. And the Chinese water dragon, I loved that. The animation of just the whole thing and the CGI was awesome, because none of it looked like you could tell that it was fake. You know, sometimes no matter how good it is, you can still tell that it's fake. But I obviously I knew it was because I'm not an idiot, but I thought, like, I couldn't tell, if you know what I mean. So I really, really liked that. What were some of the things that confused me? See, I can't really remember anything that confused me, which is good because normally I'm so confused about like every film I ever watch. I mean, this was just a me problem, but certain fight scenes I lose focus because so much happens. But that was mainly just when the big water dragon was fighting the evil soul-sucking monster thingy. So I got a bit distracted with that just because of the water dragon moved so quickly and in so many circles, and it was pulling water everywhere. So there was a lot going on, which meant I lost focus. But it's still amazing, so can't really complain. See, I think that's really it, but I know that I'll stop filming and I'll remember a bunch of stuff. But, you know, I think it was an amazing film, and I think everyone should watch it, regardless of if they're upset that the main Avengers aren't in it. I think that's such a stupid reason to not go watch it. Because if you like Marvel enough, you'll go watch it. And even if you don't like Marvel enough, you'll go watch it because it's an amazing film. And the trailers look amazing. It's amazing, and I'm telling you now, go watch it. Or if you can't afford to go to the cinema, wait until it comes out of DVD and watch it, because it's fucking amazing. Sorry. It's amazing. And I've just, I don't know, it's the first film I've gone to see in cinema since COVID and since quarantine. And honestly, probably one of the best films I could have chosen to do that. I wanted to go see Black Widow in cinema, but we didn't. We bought it on Disney Plus. Sorry, Scarlett. But, you know, money. But it's an amazing film, amazing cast. There were some funny bits. You know, I've forgotten her name, but Shang-Chi's best friend, who's also in Crazy Rich Asians. She's hilarious, and I think I've seen her in other stuff, and I can't remember what, but she's amazing. She's hilarious. Oh yeah, and Wong popping up confused me. What is he doing in a fight ring? Why? But, you know, I guess they've got to get some main people in to be able to tie him into the full MCU. End credits, where they met up with hologram Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner. That was weird and confusing because obviously they don't know where these 10 rings have come from. even Wong doesn't, Bruce doesn't, neither does Captain Marvel, so that means that they've come from somewhere and we're not sure where, which could lead to some issues, most likely, if we remember what the Marvel universe is like. What did confuse me though, Bruce Banner was Bruce Banner and not Professor Hulk. I want to know what happened there. Also, obviously his arm still hasn't healed, which we kind of knew was likely because of, you know, it hadn't healed during Iron Man's funeral. But he was Professor Hulk during Iron Man's funeral and when he sent Steve back to put stones back. So when did he stop being Professor Hulk and why? That's what I want to know. When we know that, no idea why. No idea when we'll find that out, and even if it's, you know, necessary or if it's just whatever. But I think it's probably important because if Hulk can't heal from the Infinity Stones snap, which probably likely because, you know, it killed Iron Man, so even Hulk could probably struggle, but it's, you know, I really want to know why. But that's really all the thoughts I'm gathering right now. You know, planned, I've got 4 more planned YouTube videos after this one, but one of them I have to wait to film until Friday, and when I figured out how I can film me and my screen at the same time, I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out, and if I can't, you know, I'm just gonna have to film my face and or film reactions straight after I've watched something, because I want to react to the new season of Lucifer. Season 6 I think 6 is coming out, and obviously Lucifer's God now, which is weird, but I want to react to that because I love Lucifer so much, and I do always react quite aggressively to that, so I want to do that, and I want you to be able to see me as it happens and not just me talking about it, because this, in all honesty, can probably get boring and I lose some of my thoughts midway through, but hopefully I figure that out, and even if it's just filming me while that's playing in the background, that might work, but I hope I can figure it out. If I can't, I'm going to be annoyed at myself, but still. What else? The other 3 are easy. It's just me talking again. But you know, that's kind of what this is for, because I can talk for ages and most of the time I've run out of things to say. I've run out of things to say now, but that's unusual. But anyway, I have just started a new job, which is why content and everything is all muddled, because it's a part-time job and I don't have set days that I work. I have a set number of hours, but that could be any day, and I start college again, so I'm gonna be so busy and I'm scared because I've not been this busy in years, but hopefully I can plan everything out and I can still manage to get content to you as often as possible. But you know, I'll get there and I'll get a full plan somehow. But yeah, I'm at work tomorrow, which is my normal content day on Wednesdays, but I'm having to do some today and I might do some in the morning because I'm not in until the afternoon. Oh, but I've got to get I'm thinking of things through. But anyway, that's about that. So subscribe, comment any film you want me to watch and give my opinion on. Anything you want to know about what my YouTube is about, which is shopping, TV and film, and driving/travel. I'm going to film my driving lessons so far video today, hopefully. But yeah, that's about that. So check out my Instagram as well. That's got some cool stuff on it, as well as my TikTok. Everything's in the description below, and yeah, enjoy.